It's really important for you to take the time to get to know yourself and to really understand what interests you, at this stage of your life. What kind of things might you want to accomplish or move in the direction towards? And to get that kind of understanding about yourself, I think it's important that you have at least a little bit of time every day where you clear your mind of all the chitter chatter, just so you can kind of relax into yourself, and you can listen to yourself and listen to your conscious talking to you. Um, when you do clear your mind, when you do take that step back, relax into yourself, that can be a really good place to be, and living in the moment can be a really good thing to do. Um, but living in the moment feels a lot better if, generally speaking, you have developed a certain level of self-awareness about who you are, things that interest you, what your heart desires truly are, and if you're allowing yourself to move into the direction of those things that you really want. So even if you haven't accomplished or achieved all the things that you want in your life, if you're at least moving in the direction towards those things, you feel really good. And if you can take some time every day just to self-reflect, maybe through meditation, then you can achieve that kind of really good feeling of almost bliss on a daily basis. And you can rest in confidence that things are going to work out for you, things are working out for you. So when you have that level of self-awareness and you understand yourself, in a way you can kind of plan the next steps for you in terms of your future, the the directions you might want to head towards, maybe personal ambitions, maybe professional um, factors. Maybe it has to do with relationships, traveling experiences you want to have, other endeavors. So you find yourself moving into the direction of the things that interest you, and it's just easier for you to be satisfied with yourself in the knowing that there's good excitement to come, because you just know that every day that passes, every week that passes, you're accomplishing things that you find fulfilling, things that you want. This kind of planning, it's not necessarily meticulous planning where you're putting down in a notebook all the things you want to do and by when, but rather this kind of planning starts from the self-awareness, and then kind of the baby steps, and then you can take moments every day where you appreciate just the living in the moment, but in the broader knowing that you're moving into the direction of the things that suit you. But if you're if you're living life if you're living your life and you're kind of doing that, you're trying to seek out fulfillment for yourself, most of the time you don't want to be oversharing your plans and overshare the things that you want to achieve with other people. And it's not just about not oversharing with people who don't have your interests in mind. Obviously, if you have certain people in your life that can be very envious, very controlling, obviously you don't want to share your most important plans with them, because these people will try or may try to sabotage it one way or the other, either by making you doubt it, or sometimes even by putting obstacles in your way, or just making you feel that your plans are silly or unrealistic or unachievable. So this whole point around sharing all your plans, I think it's important to be careful, because oftentimes we self-sabotage because we have things going on for us, but then we start oversharing it because we get overexcited about where we think things might go for us in life in a certain respect, but then it backfires for one reason or another. I personally think that the biggest, most important plans that you can make for yourself, the best plans, maybe there's one person out there you can share with, maybe two, but for the most part, perhaps erring on the side of safety is the best way to go. And what I mean by that is, unless you're absolutely sure that someone has your best interests in mind and unless you're absolutely sure that they would only give you positive feedback on your plans, then don't share anything. At some point when you're setting out to achieve things, whether it's, a new job, a new life adventure, maybe you're moving to another place or going to take a long trip somewhere, maybe going to start a new business or whatever it may be, a lot of times it's better that most people don't know about what you're doing until that idea, that endeavor has gained enough momentum in a sense that it's, the train's already been riding. There's a lot of that plan has already materialized. Oftentimes it's just good to wait until, the plan is for the most part or fully in place before you start sharing. Because at that point, it's kind of late for people to be able to sabotage it because all the pieces have already fallen into place. And, people can't throw doubt in you anymore. People can't make you feel silly about it because for the most part, it's already materialized and you're proud of the achievement. So, yeah, just this whole concept about getting to know ourselves, self-awareness, understanding what kind of makes our heart sing, in the sense that what makes us feel alive or fulfilled or proud or excited about life, and then to let ourselves move into the direction of those things, a little bit every day. But it doesn't mean that you can't live your life until those things are achieved. You're always going to be achieving something new. Even once you achieve these plans, you're then going to have new ones. But when you have these kind of ideas, you're just letting yourself move subtly in the direction of things that you want. And then you kind of combine that with, living in the moment, that self-appreciation a bit every day. That's having that, or at least a lot of that, is a really healthy thing. And obviously, every day you'll most likely have a bit of chaos in your life. Maybe a bit of stress every day too, and things like that. But if you at least have this other angle of positive things in your life, and if you have good people in your life, it's a good way of it's a good way of just kind of feeling rejuvenated on almost a daily basis, and just maintaining that enthusiasm and hope that there's always something interesting potentially around the corner for you that keeps life interesting and kind of keeps it worthwhile. And importantly, understand that no one understands you as well as you understand yourself. And no one, most likely, no one has your self interest in mind as much as you do, or you should. And some people, frankly, maybe they get envious, whatever. They, for one reason or another, they try to sabotage. So sharing, these things that are going on in your life with people to a minimum, sometimes it's the safest way to go. If you know you can trust people, fine. But if you're not sure about the extent to which you can trust people with sharing the most important things going on in your life, then maybe not sharing is the best way.